sensory image of a beach. So we're just going to play this for a couple of seconds. Make sure that you're thinking about the senses. Okay, so we are under practice and then the beach here. So you don't have to write down exactly what I write down, but this is to model for you what I want you to do next. So for smell, I might say the strong aroma of the fish. Yeah, oh yes, yep. You can write word for word if you want. Yeah, okay. As long as it's fun. Strong aroma of the fish. And what is strong doing? Go ahead, Kobe.
It's enhancing it.
Right.
It like more.
Based on the notes that you just took, where would strong fit in those notes of how to use sensory detail? Go ahead, Rihanna.
Adjective.
It's an adjective. Yep, it's describing the aroma. Good. So if I was going to talk about the sight, I might say, the water is as blue as the sky. And what kind of comparison is that? Yeah, go ahead, Allie. A simile. Because I'm using like or as. And in this case, I'm using as. If I was going to put hearing, my sense of hearing, I might say the waves are a lullaby. And what kind of comparison is that one? Oh, raise your hand. Go ahead, Allie. A metaphor. And why? How do you know that's a metaphor?
Because they don't use like or as.
Right, they're making a comparison, but they're not using like or as. I'm saying the waves are a lullaby, not that they're like a lullaby. All right, taste. I have the bitterness of the salt water. The same thing. What is bitterness doing here? Yeah, go ahead, Tony.
Showing how telling how I don't know how to describe it, but it's telling how hard it is.
Yeah, okay, so it's describing the salt water, right? And bitterness is a taste descriptor. Good. For touch, I have put the powdery sand, right? But I would want to put that as like powdery sand between my toes. Okay, some kind of touch that goes along with that. Oh, I can't hear you because your classmates are talking over you.
Don't you want to add a Y for the end of powder, so the powdery sand?
Yeah, I definitely could do that. So the powdery sand. Yeah, oh yeah. All right, so you are going to practice on your own. Does anybody have questions about how to fill this out on their own? Tony?
What about the game?
Oh, yep, so we're getting to that. So you're going to practice on your own. You can either use this basketball game. Okay, so imagine you're at this basketball game, or you can make your own. And if maybe your favorite place for vacation, maybe your room. And if you really can't think of one, do where you're sitting right now. Or you could do your locker. Okay, so for those who want to do this game, I'm going to play about 15 seconds of this.
As Davion Smith tried to chase it down and ran into a little bit of the basket.
Absolutely, I'll tell you, it's fortunate the goal is still standing after that one.
Wait for the shot, wait for the shot.
All right, so you're going to write down some of those sounds, right? Whether it's the basketball game or where you pick sounds, what you would taste, what you hear, smell, and see. And make sure you're using that descriptive language and figurative language.